Greetings from hell. Just kidding, sort of. I wanted to, I guess, do this video. I'm actually not really that sure what I want to talk about going into this. I just kind of had the instinct to do one because yesterday I had a really hard day yesterday. I mean, it was for a few hours mostly, but I just had this, and this happens sometimes, it just creeps up on me. I had this really like doomy, gloomy, hopeless, just utterly hopeless feeling like, you know, full of rage too, angry, angry at the frustrated, let me say frustrated with the court system. Um, I just, I said to myself yesterday, I never years ago would have ever imagined an America where in this era anyway, where a court system would first aid this whole situation and then allow it to continue for as long as it's continued. And now all of it, it seems like all of it is out in the open for everyone, the entire world to see. I mean, everything is public now. I know for a long time that Jim Fenwick was hiding the posts that he found undesirable, the ones that revealed the truth about what he was doing. I think that stopped at least a couple years ago, maybe like 2.5 years ago, if I'm guessing. But 2.5 years is still a long time. And the physical abuse has been profound. As you know, I don't even actually report everything. You guys get a portion. Some of it is like I'm just used to it because he's been doing it for so long. Like, for example, every single time I go up the stairs, and this was true at the apartment too, because at the apartment I lived on the second floor, so whenever I walked my dog or went outside for whatever, went to the store and came back, like I had to go up a flight of stairs. Every single time I go up a flight of stairs or more, he seizes my legs up a little bit so that it's like I have to exert a great deal of energy to get all the way up the stairs. And, I'm like in good physical condition. Like I would be jogging up the stairs and not getting out of breath, if it weren't for him. Anyway, and then my heart is pounding. I'd struggle to get up to the top, and then my heart is pounding. He does the heart palpitation every single time I go up a flight of stairs, you guys. For like 10 years. And that's just one example. I mean, it's like he's obsessed, like absolutely obsessed. Like he has nothing else to do in his life but just stalk me and, bother me like every fucking second of my day, of every day. Anyway, so I don't even tweet that stuff all the time. I'm just tweeting like the stuff that is really profoundly traumatic, like the sexual assaults and the pain, like this pain that he's been giving me in my arm, which mostly hurts like right here, which I don't know if you can see, like right here in the top of my forearm. But he has been making it hurt all the way from here all the way up to like here. And right now it's not that bad. It does still hurt. But I mean, like this morning, I couldn't even lift stuff. I couldn't straighten it out all the way. I was walking around with it like partly bent because it hurt too much to have it straight. And I don't have an injury. This is just him. This is Jim Fenwick, because injuries don't come and go. You know what I mean? And I've not had pain in this arm ever. I mean, other than when I was doing when I worked for the post office, but that was like 100 years ago. Anyway, so my original point was that, yesterday I got really angry because I was thinking about like the judges and the lawyers and all the people in positions of authority to do something about this, who just live their lives, go home on the weekends, have a nice weekend. They go on a boat ride or whatever the hell they do. I mean, they have money, but they enjoy themselves and their families and their lives. And every fucking hour for me is like a year. And I've already been waiting for 10 years, but it's like every moment that I continue to have to live like this is forever. And then on top of that, right now, especially, I'm living with this stress of, what's going to happen with money? I mean, like, as far as I know, this is the last month that I get the measly $400. And then what? I mean, Dave said, I'm not going to let you go hungry. But it's like, it's not just a matter of not letting me go hungry. It's like I have my protein powder. I have, like, which I rely on now because I was not having enough protein before I got that. And I felt a huge difference after I started using it, So if I lose that again, it's going to be, and then anyway, I don't need to go through the list, but I have all these things that I absolutely need that I need to have cash for. And I can't just be going to my ex-husband, my landlord here. Can I have some money for, for I mean, it's just like fucking ridiculous. I was thinking also about how demoralizing it is not having the ability to drive. I got my license like most people when I was like 16 or whatever it was. I mean, I was like right on top of that, and as soon as I could get it, I got it. Was driving for all of those years, and then Jim Fenwick decided, he was going to try to, punch me down into a hole in the ground, and took literally my home, my car, my freedom, a little bit at a time, entirely away. And now I'm pretty sure it's actually been like a year since I've had access to a car. And I don't know I don't know if you can, unless you've actually been through the process of having a car and then not having a car, how demoralizing that is to a person. Like it's such a tool of freedom to lose, especially when you're 48 years old, when you're in your 40s. Like I was saying the other day, these should be good years for me. Like Maya's graduating high school. She's finished with high school, but she's getting her diploma this month. She's 18. I don't have any other kids. So like, and I have achieved the American dream, but because of Jim Fenwick, it became the American nightmare. But I should, have my money, my career. I mean, I miss like just being creative and, and sharing that with the world. I mean, the most I can do with that is like these videos and my tweets. I want to write a sequel to my book, but, to my memoir, but I'm not going to do that until I have all the information that I need. Like, I'm just not going to live in this world of illusion anymore and keep, plugging away at like a fucking fake reality. Like, I'm just not going to do that. So, and I don't think it would be conducive to creativity to try to even do that at this point. When I wrote the first one, it was kind of like I was reaching out from a place of not knowing what the hell was going on. You know what I mean? And now I'm just angry. I know what's going on, and I'm angry about it. And it's not a conducive place for creativity. Anyway, I miss that. And, I have so many things that I would like to do with my life that I can't because Jim Fenwick is keeping me imprisoned, and he's kidnapped me and locked me up and, doesn't let me have what's mine, my birthright, which is also includes just basic freedoms, and the freedom of bodily autonomy. I don't even have that. So anyway, I always feel like these videos kind of help me a little bit when I really hit a low, and yesterday was a low, and I still feel low today, but not for a little while yesterday. I was just like, oh my God. Like I didn't even, like I had said like no affect at all. I was just miserable for a few hours. And, in those moments, I always feel like I could let myself just spiral all the way down, and kind of snowball and let it get out of control. Or I could do something to try to make myself feel hopeful, I guess, and and keep it rolling, which is what I always end up doing. But I'm really tired of having to just survive, and I just really want the court to come through and do what's right. And I'm tired of asking. It's just like, please, somebody, please, please, please. So I guess that's it. So everybody have a good day.